Hello. Today we'll see how to draw the cycloid for a wheel which is moving horizontally on a floor for one complete revolution. The diameter of the wheel is 56. To start with, the very first thing what I'll do is I'll take a circle command. That is, you can draw manually if you want to draw. You can take the radius, that is 56 you want, so you can 28 radius you can consider, and you can draw the circle. Once you draw the circle, the very next thing what you can do is you can draw a line which will be tangential to this circle for a distance of 2 pi r. Now distance of 2 pi r is coming out to be 175.84. So I can take a line command and can draw a line from this tangent point for a distance of 175.84 or 8. So this you can draw manually. Once this is done, then we will divide this particular circle into 8 equal parts. To do that, I can go to I can draw a line vertically here, then horizontally, then 45 here and 45 here. So as I said, you can resolve this into 8 equal parts. So 45° each will be the division of the circle. Now since we have divided the circle into 8 parts, I have to divide this line also into 8 parts. To do that, what we generally do is we take a line command. We actually draw a line here at some angle for some distance. For example, if I want to do the 8 division and if I want it to be same, I will take a line of 160 mm at an angle maybe minus 50. So here we have drawn a line at one angle. Suppose 30°. We have taken this angle as 30°, and you can take some length. Not necessary it should be exact. I have taken it exactly because if I take 160, then I can divide this line into 20 mm each. So that is why I have taken the line as 160. Now what I can do is I can just divide this line what I have drawn into 8 equal parts. So I can take suppose if I have taken this as 160, then I can take 20 mm in compass and can go on marking the division. So like what I said, I'll take the distance of 20 mm for, since I have taken this line as 160, I'll take 20 mm in compass. We'll put this and we'll mark one arc. Then I'll take this center and again 20 mm here, again 20 mm here. So like that I can do that. So like this you will get the 8 divisions on the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now once it is done, then what I'll do is I'll just join this last point with the last point of the line which you want to actually resolve into 8 components. So after that, I'll start drawing parallel line to this passing through these points. For example, this line we got, I'll just draw one parallel line to this, then here, then here, then here, then here, then here, and so on. So we got a line we got parallel lines passing through these points. What we did, we have taken some length, we have divided that into equal parts, suppose 8 parts, and then 8 part I have joined with the last point, and then we have drawn the parallel line. So with this we have got the equal divisions of this line 2 pi r into 8 equal parts, because we have divided circle into 8 equal parts. Once this is done, then what you can do is you can draw the line. Suppose here also I can draw a length of 56 because the diameter is 56, and I can join this. Basically we are projecting all the points. If you want, you can always draw a circle here as well. So I can draw one circle here and can just project these division on this circle as well. Once you project these points on this side, I can just name these points on the circle. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Similarly, this one will match here, so this will be 1. This 2 will match here, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once you name these points, what we can do is you can mark the respective centers of these divisions. For example, if this 1 comes here, automatically center will just come above the point 1 here. That will be C1. Since 8 point के ऊपर there is a center here, similarly when this 1 point comes here, the center will be just above it. So this will be 1, this will be 2, this will be 3, this will be 4. Similarly, you can locate the center. So I can locate those centers. So you can you can just draw the line passing through this point, and intersecting on the center line. So like this you can get the line. You can draw these lines manually easily. Once it is done, I'll just name these points. So for 1, this will be C1, C2, C3, C4, for 5, C5, for 6, C6, for 7, C7, and 8, C. So this is the way we can just name those centers here. Now in the question it is given that the point, initially the point P, for which we have to actually trace out a curve, is lying here, which is in contact with the ground. So you can name this point as P. Now what will happen here is, when this will start rotating on this particular line, this 1 will come here. In that case, this P will go to 7 point. When this 2 will come here, this P will go to 6 point. When this 3 will come here, the P will go to 5 point. When this 4 will come here, the P will go to 4 point. That will come here. So step by step it will go up, and then after that step by step it will come down. But what is important is the distance of the point P from the center will always remain same, that is the radius. So what we are going to do is we are going to consider this much radius. You take this distance, center to P distance into compass, and just go on marking the point. So for example, I have taken the radius into compass, keep it at C1, and just mark the arc of radius on this line, because what I know is from this point P will move to this stage, so automatically this will be at this height. So I mark that. Then I will take the same distance in compass, put it at C2, and mark it on second wala line. So I have taken the radius itna distance in compass, put it at C2, and just mark the arc that we got here. Same way I will take this same distance in compass, put it at C3, and mark it on 3 wala line. So after marking the arc of radius from C3, we got this point. Same way we can do for C4, then C5, say I will mark it on this side, then C6, then C7, and finally C8. So with this we have marked all the points. So as I said, radius itna distance I have taken in compass: C3 3 wala line, C4 4 wala line, C5 5 wala line, C6 6th line, C7 7th horizontal line, and C8 8. Now if I join all those points together, what I can generate is nothing but a cycloid. So I have joined these points now to get this curve, that is cycloid. The curve should be drawn in such a way that you get a smooth curve, which is called as cycloid. You can name these points what you got here. So this is the final figure what you get, which is nothing but a cycloid. So you can just name this curve as cycloid. Thank you.